What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So listen, I put it up on my YouTube that this video was gonna come today after I got out of work. Only because, baby, I had 5 videos to do last night, and this one just didn't make the cut. I was tired, baby. I was so damn tired. Y'all just, girl, I struggled through that half and half not video. But anyway, I apologize. Listen, given how the schedule gonna be next week, this you'll get this a little bit more earlier because polls don't come on next week, and then games people play don't come on next week. So it's only gonna be 3 videos that you get next week. So you'll be all good. But anyway, let's just get into this episode of the Black Ink Crew Chicago. This is season 5, episode 14, from Cheyenne to Sky Amy. Basically, the episode starts off with, Ryan giving his side about what happened the night before when he exploded on everybody. He was all up in his feelings, okay? Y'all wanted that for me and y'all did this. Okay, and we get that, but you sound real bitch made. But the whole thing with Ryan, like, I want to be on Ryan's side, but the way that he do stuff and then the way that he complains about stuff, you don't... Like you said, when Charmaine was talking about how she missed the way things used to be, well, you thought this was a family and this wasn't ran like this and this shouldn't. You fucked that up. You set the precedent for that, okay? All his problems, to be quite honest, let's be honest, okay? All the issues that happened within that shop, it started with Ryan. You want to know why it started with Ryan? Because he's the one that put that foundation down. He put down a fucked up foundation saying he gonna run this shit not like a business, but like a fucking family. And with family and friends, you get to do whatever and anything that you want to do. You don't want to discipline. You don't want to do disciplinary actions towards people. You don't want to call them out on that shit. You just let them run wild. So you gotta blame yourself for a whole lot of shit that these grown ass folks been doing. Plus, they have to take the responsibility for their own actions because, once again, like I just said, they're grown ass folks and they know right from fucking wrong. And we'll see that later on in the episode. But he, I guess later on that night, went back and apologized to people. You got Charmaine and Lily. They actually had a little conversation later on that day, the next day, about everything that was going on and how they trying to, they have a common front right now. They don't agree with the way things have been going. It's almost like it's a boys club, and Lily was just basically saying she had to get up and leave because of the simple fact that, she trying to change or whatever, and it's like, you want me to not act out, so let me get the fuck up and let me just leave because this is the shit that I've been saying, that Ryan is a dick. But you want to work for that dick, right? Oh, okay. Moving on from that, she wants to come back to the old Nine Mag. And once again, this is the structure that y'all made. This is the foundation that y'all made. That the old Nine Mag don't have any structure. It don't have rules. You can do any and everything that you want to do. And that's exactly why Lily want to come back. Because she don't want to be under somebody's authority. Or to be known that this person that you thought was just going to let you run wild or whatever is now trying to be an authoritative figure, and you don't want to do it, okay? You don't like the rules. It's too strict. And I don't feel like nothing about what Ryan said to her about working at the new Nine Mag is strict at all. She just don't want to clean up her act, okay? That's her whole thing. She don't want to be an adult. That's what it is. Later on, the game, they go golfing. That was, I guess, a fun little recreational scene or whatever, throwback. You know what? When Ryan was talking to Rachel, like, Rachel annoys me. I get you trying to be there for your dude, but it's just the way that she comes off. Like, she puts that battery in his back, and it's just like, girl, you dumb as shit. But okay, when Scott popped up on the scene and they was talking, it was like, yeah, regardless of if we together or not, if I got something to say to him, ain't nobody else finna say nothing. Nobody in the world finna say nothing. I'm finna have his back regardless. I could go home and cuss this nigga out, but to the world, I got his back, and you ain't. If you got a problem with him, you got a problem with me. I said, bitch, shut your ass up. Okay, it took you 5 fucking seasons for you to finally get your eyebrows fixed. Bitch, shut up. Okay, shut up. I'm not here for the ride or die shit for a nigga that ain't even doing you right. Moving on, you's a dumb bitch. But moving on from there, let's just go back. They go to the club or whatever because Four is actually performing. And Four, he invites You got Lowe's and I don't know what the fuck was it called? Cartel Crew. Okay, I watched the whole season. I actually liked the show. Bitch, you know, they had some drama on there. Lowe's, Tattoo Baby, who was originally, we first saw her on Black Ink Crew, New York, when she was supposedly messing around with Caesar for a couple of seconds. And then, you know, she was on Cartel Crew, and then Stephanie was her friend as well, and Lowe's is their friend also. And so Stephanie, Stephanie is an artist with Young Money, I believe, and Tattoo Baby and Los got a shop together. So they there, everybody meet up, you know, Lily and Los, they flirting with each other, whatever. Okay, and so also Scott is there. Now see, I was with Brian. Every time something happens with Sky, you think, every time the crew come together with Sky with anybody, you just don't know what the fuck to expect, but to expect the unexpected. That's what you should expect. The night was going fine. Four about to get up there perform. The local artists are out there performing, doing what they got to do. And then all of a sudden, I guess, you know, Sky being Sky, put on top of that, you can't even just blame it on the alcohol, because this is how Sky acts, okay? She gets into it. She said something, and Jack, you know, he kind of like side-eyed her a little bit or whatever. I don't remember what he did, but he did something that really wasn't all that big of a deal for her to overreact the way that she overreacted. Who the fuck you looking at like that, bitch? Who the fuck is this and all this stuff, bitch? La la la. And I'm sitting here like, calm the fuck down. Everybody looking like, where the fuck did this shit come from? Bitch went off on him, and not only did that, threw a fucking cup of liquor at him and then hit him dead on the side of his face. Was it a bottle or was it a cup? Either fucking way, it was a weapon. At this point, bitch, anything that was used to do some harm, bitch, is a fucking weapon. And that was a goddamn weapon. And they ain't take that bitch off the show, bitch. Girl, I would have fucked her ass up. Sky, you know, sometimes I like you real nice and sometimes I don't, because you do the fucking most. And in this moment, I did not like you because that was not called for. Jet been an ass since he been on this show. We know that, okay? But at this point, Jet didn't do shit to you. He didn't say shit to you. It wasn't no reason for you to start clowning your ass off the way that you did, bitch. Mama, we gotta grow the fuck up, okay? That's what we gotta do. We gotta be able to go out to the club, go out and hang out with our friends, have a good time without getting into some fucking altercations over some bullshit, okay? I don't care if the shit scripted or not. It was fucked up. And the way he took that shit, bitch, he better than me, because I would have jumped my ass. Y'all would have been like, I ain't know this big bitch can jump up like this. I thought her knee hurted. Bitch, you better be good. That damn, I'll jump my ass up and I'll fuck that bitch up, okay? He a man, he know not to hit no woman, so we'll give him that. But bitch, if it was two women, it's okay, bitch, you know, fuck all that shit. All shit's just going out the window at this point. But that shit hit him dead right here, and that motherfucker didn't flinch. He must have blinked his eye, but he didn't do nothing like that and be like, damn, bitch, he stood still as shit. I said, that's the best you can do right now. You better than me, okay? They took her ass out there. She come back in there after everything to calm down or whatever, and then talk about something. This motherfucker called me this or did this. It's like, he didn't say shit to you. He didn't. He didn't. Man, I thought he said, well, my bad. I said, bitch, my bad, my ass. Okay, girl, you deserve for a bitch to come over there and pop you in your shit just because, okay? He just need to pick out any one of these bitches up in the goddamn club and let her come over there and slap your ass. That's what he needed to do. But anyway, moving on from that, what happened? Charmaine, like, she's still in this funk or whatever. Nick then came out there, so she comes to the club later with Nick and Danielle. You know, so at this point, Lily sees Nick. Had no idea, because I don't follow these people. The only one that I follow is Don, but he really don't post something only when he be promote stuff. And the only reason why I truly follow him is because he follows me. But it is what it is. And he don't most. Who would have fucking thought that Don, of all people, Don started off as the hoe of the show. Okay, the one that was always fucking up. Who would have thought that motherfucker matured a little bit, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he ain't in no drama. Okay, he trying to live the married life right about now, for real this time. But so that we know. Okay, that we know of. But Lily was over there talking to Los. She sees Neek. She started talking about how, you know, Neek was all up in women shit and being a bitch, coming at her and all this stuff. This was around the time when they was coming down on her, especially mostly Charmaine was coming down on her for you know, saying the word nigga. And he was like, cancel that bitch and all that stuff. Now, on the one hand, I don't know the extent of what was being said by him, but he wasn't the only one that was saying that, male or female. He wasn't the only one that was saying what she was saying was fucked up and that she needs to be canceled or she's done or whatever. Okay? And if it's just going by those two tweets, I didn't see nothing wrong with him voicing his opinion on a topic that everybody was discussing. Okay? But apparently some other shit went down and Nick didn't make him. Okay, listen. It's hard to be on anybody's side in this situation. So I'm not. Because everybody's wrong. And I'm going to tell you why. Lily, you're wrong as shit for going over there talking to Los about it, making a big deal about it. If you have an issue with this dude, you ain't even have to go over there and say nothing to him. You didn't have to even mention him, your issue or whatever. I just don't understand. This is why people feel like this shit is scripted or whatever. Because if I'm having a good time, I'm not finna let no other bitch come through or nigga, whoever the fuck it is, come through and fuck that up for me. I'm not finna do that, okay? I'm not finna be focused on you, okay? I'm not finna give you that type of energy. I'm not finna let you know that I'm bothered by your presence because, baby, I'm not. I don't see you. I don't hear you. You can be right here next to me, bitch. I don't see you. I don't hear you, okay? We not finna have no problems unless you want a problem, all right? Lily showed that she was bothered. Lily showed that she was pressed, okay? Press. Y'all see that video? Cardi, you fucking did that shit, bitch. But anyway, I see what you did in the beginning of that video. But we'll talk about that later. Moving on from that, but you talk to Los about it. You talking to somebody else who don't even know what's going on about it, and then it's like you trying to make him seem like he a bitch or whatever. And at one point, I was like, no, he really not. But then you go over there and you pan the camera and you listen to the conversation of what he's saying to Charmaine. Charmaine didn't told him what was going on because that's her man. That's what you do, okay? Whatever. But for him to sit there and dictate who the fuck she's supposed to talk to, oh no, you not talking to that bitch. Ain't nothing to talk to her about. Don't forgive her. Don't do this. You ain't never saying nothing to her and all this stuff or whatever. I get the emotion and the fact that they got into it and, they actually got physical or whatever. But if your woman is woman enough to accept her apology just to make nice or whatever, they never said they was going to be friends. They just trying to make nice because they have to work together. At this point, let that be, okay? And this is why people called it, this is why you call it bitch shit, okay? Because you're doing the absolute fucking most. How are you policing? He basically was policing who she fucking talked to, and that was Lily, okay? Granted, Lily don't make it no better for herself because Lily is a troublemaker. Lily is a fucking troublemaker, and that's why I would never be on Lily's side because she starts too much shit. And truth be told, Lily should have been gone. Lily should have been gone. At this point, she just sat there and then said, fuck this shit, I'm finna get up and talk to him. Now, I know when something is on my mind, I gotta go ahead and do something about it so we can get off. But certain situations, you got to assess that situation and you know how y'all already are, and shit's going to go off left. It's time and a place. That wasn't the time nor the place. She gets her ass up. She could have avoided the whole thing. Gets her ass up, go over to where they're sitting at, talking to him and talking to Charmaine mostly, but referencing him without saying his name. She talking about something, I'm just trying to figure out whether or not, confirm we good or whatever, and whatever issue that we had, it should just be between us. Shouldn't no man, no woman, no man get involved in it or whatever. And at that point, when you said that, no man should get involved in it, you're talking about Nick, and at this point he opens up his mouth and he start getting involved and going off or whatever. On the one hand, I understand because what you won't do is try to come at me without saying my name, but I know you talking to me. That's like a fucking subtweet in my goddamn face. On the other hand, he could have just shut the fuck up and he could have just walked the fuck away. He ain't have to say shit, but then again, she did come over there starting shit with them, okay? But the part about Neek that made him look like a bitch to me was when he was sitting there for real, telling Charmaine that she can't be cool with this girl or she don't need to talk to her or whatever. Who the fuck are you to tell me who I could talk to? I have to work with this bitch, okay? We gonna cross paths regardless, so it's good to make nice, meaning be clear the slate. We ain't gotta be friends. We ain't gotta be going out and doing mani-pedis and all that shit. Who the fuck are you? And then you going back and forth with this girl. Why stoop yourself to that level, Neek? You got an actual business. You're a fucking businessman. You're a business owner and stuff like that. You want people seeing you on TV, lowering yourself, doing some stupid shit like this? Like, come on. That girl fed you the bait and you took that shit. You took that shit and you proved her goddamn point that you acted like a goddamn bitch. And I was not mad at Charmaine for taking her man's side, trying to stop the whole thing. Lily, you can't be mad at Charmaine because y'all are not friends. Yes, y'all just ended y'all beef or whatever, but at the end of the day, that's her goddamn man, okay? And she was trying to literally calm him down. She wasn't going technically against you, but the way that you came so hard at her man, she just was like, "Fuck it, this. It is what it is right now." And then you talking about some of the truce is over or whatever, bitch. She didn't do nothing. It was Neek. So why you don't have a truce with Neek? You have a truce with her. That's the issue. I thought you just said don't involve no. Like, it's just so stupid or whatever. To the point where nobody came to Charmaine's defense. Which that probably would have made it a bigger deal, and they did the right thing by just leaving the club. They didn't come back to the house. Well, they went back to the house, got their stuff, and went to the hotel. And then, the later on the next day, Lily goes get a tattoo. Well, later on in that club, Dan and Lily do have a talk or whatever, because, she want to come back to the shop or whatever. They do figure out their differences, a little hug it out and all that shit, whatever. They talked about it the next day. They trying to figure out where Charmaine at. Lily had went to go get a tattoo from Lowe's. Moving on from that, she gonna say that, maybe I must admit that I shouldn't have went over there and said anything to Nick. You think, bitch? You think, bitch? Okay? And see, this is what shit got me fucked up at. Charmaine came back and she basically said, with all the bullshit that's going on, she ain't really here for it and all that stuff. And so she done. She missed how stuff was. And the night before showed her that they ain't really got her back and all that stuff. And the response, Ryan saying, well, it ain't had shit to do with me and all this stuff. It don't matter if it ain't got shit to do with you. She just wanted to make it seem as make it feel like you care. And I'm like, Charmaine, y'all had y'all history. He still feel hurt. He don't give a fuck about y'all, and he damn sure don't give a fuck about you because you don't bring nothing to the fucking shop. What do you bring to the shop? You're expendable. You are the least common factor in here. You are the most expendable person that nobody cares about, okay? Because you bring nothing to the shop. They're automatically busy. They took Lily's side because of the simple fact that she can bring, she is a tattoo artist. I get that on a business note, but at the same time, you can find somebody else that's more qualified than Lily and less drama filled to take that spot. That is what it is, okay? Mind you, you know Charmaine longer. You know how she is. She's telling you that she don't feel welcome and all this stuff, and you're not doing nothing to make her feel, that you got her back, and you prove that you don't have her back, and then dying in the confession saying, yeah, I feel like it's her time. It ran her course. It's her time to leave or whatever. And that just goes to show you don't give a fuck. Like, I would have took that as you don't give a fuck about me, so I'm here or not, you don't really care. And I can understand where Charmaine is coming from, feeling hurt right then and there, okay? Because these people that I thought was like my brothers, my friends, my family, or whatever, they don't have my back the way that I thought they would. They wouldn't stand up for me. They won't fight for me. But they'll pick a bitch that always started some bullshit up in the goddamn shop over me just because she know how to scribble a tattoo here or there, okay? And may bring in a couple of dollars here or there, all right? But, and you can... To be quite honest, let me just say this. I think it's foul and it's fucked up. But also, Charmaine brings what to the shop? Charmaine brings what to the shop? It's been time for her to move on because Charmaine brings what to the shop? Lily brings what to the shop? Yeah, she could tattoo or whatever, so we thought, you know what I'm saying? But when was the last time we saw her do a real tattoo on a client? And when was the last time that we seen her get into it with somebody? We've seen her tattoo less than we seen her actually get into it with somebody, actually being in the part of some drama. Why do you still want that element around? Lily should have been gone And Charmaine should have been decided to leave. Like, bitch, you just on here because you want some fucking camera time. And they just told you and showed you that they don't really give a fuck about you. It's fucked up, but that's the harsh reality of the thing. Lily should have been gone too, because that bitch does nothing but brings drama, okay? That's why she want to stay at Old Nine Mag, because if she brings some drama, she guaranteed to still have a place there. She go to New Nine Mag, she brings some drama, get into some fight. Ryan ain't taking the shit, and Ryan gonna fucking fire her. So that's basically what it is. You know, y'all tell me how y'all feel. Charmaine says she's over it. She done. We'll see how long that lasts. We'll see. You know, motherfuckers always say I'm done on these shows, and then they come back the next season halfway through or whatever. I'm back. I'm back. Bitch, whatever. Anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.